for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Great ball if he can... It's Neymar! And that was neither one thing nor the other.
Well, you can't fault him for his confidence, nor his willingness to have a go at that.
Knocks it into space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gavi. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Albert Ferrer tries making a foray down the right. Tries to play it through.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Neymar couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Sejam gets into a good position. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Lewandowski. Lopez. Kante, who does have an assist to his name. Sejam. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Baresi. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Oh, that's superb. And the shot! He scores! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Lewandowski demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is...
Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. There's the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Van Basten to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Pinches it off him.
The United States may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's an imaginative pass. Pirlo gets across to intercept that. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that looks a decent ball. Koundé gets it away. He won't be happy with that one.
Substituição em andamento.
Shevchenko. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nice looking ball, chips it through. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Ronaldinho. Baresi, and he's picked out the run. Sejam was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That ball looks a good one. Lovely ball and a real chance now. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done. Oh, he's been caught napping, and he's on his way.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Gavi.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's an excellent interception. Someone who's featured heavily of late, in a good sense, of course. Haaland. And it's Ronaldinho. Haaland is wide and looking to get onto this. Otto. Up he goes! He has done it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
That's a cute ball. That has been cut short. Busquets. That has ended up in no man's land. Drilled in. Big chance! You've got to be quick to... Oh, what has happened here? And that will be it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
The United States desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. That is good alertness. Platini, and this is Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Messi. Jordi Alba kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's been cut out, well played.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many, and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. Rafinha, Albert Ferrer picks it up out wide. He's being urged to shoot. Platini. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's Lopez. Platini.
This is the time you need that pace.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And it's Ronaldinho. Busquets powering forward here, looking for a runner. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Albert Ferrer just loves to go forward whenever he... It's Pelé! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Pelé. Always onto this. He's shifting through the... Messi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lam. And it's made its way to him. Back into the middle. He's given the time to pick a pass. Ronaldinho.
The United States really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. No way through there. Oh, it's come loose. And he's surging through. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
That is ended up in no man's land. And he skips past his man. Looking for options for move. Platini! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Michel Platini. Messi. An instinctive delivery. And it's a corner. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. That has earned a reprieve for... He's having a go! That has not gone well. Platini. Vieira. No surprise. Here's a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Punched away. The United States have the chance to go the other way. And that is a little undercooked. Well, nicely intercepted. Searching pass he's played there. Played in. Guardiola is there to clear. Played back in. That's very... And Messi! Oh, that was close. Aimed beyond the defence. Messi. Messi! Swings in across. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes on a run down the left wing. The United States do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that's been won straight back. Thuram. And it's Michel Platini. Now it's Pelé, knocks it out wide. And here's Eto'o.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Vieira. Now a big chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. Ferran Torres tries to clear, takes a shot! Now, can they get him away? And now a sudden chance to counter. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nicely weighted ball. Guardiola. Knocks it into space. Platini. Great vision. That's been slipped through. He's having a shot! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. That's good vision. Jordi Alba is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ferran Torres. The United States do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And he shoots! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
And it's Lewandowski. And he's forced to go back. Not the most accurate pass. That looks a good ball through. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, they could break here. Ronaldinho. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. And this is Ronaldinho. Tries to play it through.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
He's had a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
A case now of complete control. And here's Lewandowski.
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Rafinha. Ronaldinho. Now it's Pelé. Passing is crisp and sharp. He has a look up. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Can he get on the end of this? Ferran Torres gets into a good position. Lam shows great strength. Eto. That's good running with the ball. Rafinha delivers the ball.
What a letdown when you've got some...
Great chance! Now that was quite some save.
Cambio de jugadores.
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has...
And that is as far as it goes. The United States cannot spin this any other way. Were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. This, of course, the instantly recognisable backdrop to many a famous European night. Football's ultimate theatre. And already we're underway here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Vitinha deals with that comfortably. This ended up in no man's land. Guardiola. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Gavi. And that's a good ball. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Jordi Alba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's bit shoots! And the ball's... Oh, what has happened here? Real chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Vitinha just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Ambitious ball here. That's going to go a long way. And he's there to retrieve it. Tries to play it through. Nice looking ball. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Now it's Neymar. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The United States with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's a promising position. Lewandowski! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Probing pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Albert Ferrer, a true great in every sense of the word.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Rafinha chips it through, and the shot! Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Oh, they could be caught out. It's Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
The United States have the chance to go the other way. He's having a hit! Oh, that's ambitious. And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. He's a sharp little ball here. Vermi. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Rafinha. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neymar! 5 minutes till the break. Lewandowski chasing after it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. And Rafinha. Rafinha! Goal! The United States! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
The United States have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
The United States head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Cambio de jugadores.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. The United States carrying a 1-goal lead. That's been cut out, well played. Vitinha, Modric. Stood up well to him there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Brilliantly cut out. Vitinha. So what can they make of this? Vitinha. Vitinha! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Guardiola. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Dembele. Looking for a runner. Floated through. Shot, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
Vitinha. It's a searching pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Modric showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Gavi. Still just a single goal between the sides.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a
Busquets.
96.622
Almost an hour gone.
espectadores.
Out to the left it goes. Lopez. Oh, well played. That's an imaginative pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he thumps it clear. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Modric plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Fermin. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gavi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. The United States leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And he has shown him a yellow
Cambio de
card.
jugadores en Estados Unidos. El dorsal 16 será sustituido por
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
The United States clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Yamal, over to the left. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And there's a searching pass. Played into space. And he cuts out the supply. That's a cute ball. And it's hoisted clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Back into the middle. Picked out Mbappe! So close to drawing level.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
será reemplazado por el dorsal 8.
The United States will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Van der Ven has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Haaland! Haaland! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
El dorsal 9.
All hands on deck for this one.
Será sustituido por Villa.
Gets his head on it! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect?
Great chance! Goal! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
He gets big. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Pass somewhat off target. That has been slung wide. Ferran Torres has it out. And that's that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope